Hey everyone. So I know a lot of people are wondering now, how does Bitcoin help me? So I want to make a video about how Bitcoin helps just the average guy. Okay. I know a lot of people are wondering, how does Bitcoin help me? I can't afford Bitcoin. Bitcoin's for the rich. Like one whole Bitcoin, that's insane, man. That's way too much money. Okay, I want to dispel one myth right now. You don't have to own one whole Bitcoin, okay? I know one whole Bitcoin is really expensive, but you don't have to own that much Bitcoin to benefit from Bitcoin, okay? This is how Bitcoin is going to help everyone. You see, the money we use today is being inflated away. And yeah, that rhymes, okay? So the money we use today is being inflated away at an alarming rate. It's insane because central banks are only going to print more and more money, okay? And that printing of money, it devalues the currency. It's just a plain and simple. You can use whatever term you want. Quantitative easing, stimulus, helicopter money. It's all the same thing. It's just expanding the money supply. That expansion of money supply is what dilutes the currency, and it's what effectively cripples poor people's purchasing power. So central banks are only going to print more money. The situation we're in all over the world now is that central banks are only going to print more money. The government's only going to hand out more stimulus, okay? Just more quantitative easing. On top of that, everyone who has money is now thinking, well, hang on, where do I put my money? Where can I put my money so that it either works for me? I mean, obviously it'd be great if it works for me, but just so that it's safe, just so that it's not losing power, not losing purchasing power all the time, losing value all the time. So people are thinking, okay, in the past, I could put it into hard assets, obviously real estate, people used to think, okay, I'll put it into gold, the more wealthy people, but real estate was a big one, bonds, yielding bonds, look, there's problems with all these things because, and obviously the first one would be, you put your money in a savings account and you're getting interest from that money and it's growing. That was in years gone by. So what's happened is that banks are going negative everywhere. So you can't save your money anymore because you leave money in the bank, you're going to lose it literally with negative interest rates. Real estate is just being blown out of proportion completely. So real estate's too expensive. And now bonds are going negative as well. There's an all-time high of negative yielding bonds in the world. There is the stock market as well. However, not everyone's aware of how to make money in the stock market. It's not really seen as a safe haven store of value. So people are questioning, where do I put my money? This is a massive, massive problem for a huge number of people in the world. So this is where Bitcoin comes in. And you can say to yourself, oh, I don't understand what you're saying because Bitcoin's too expensive. No, Bitcoin is not expensive. The beauty of Bitcoin is you can buy it at any price you want. Okay, you don't have to own one whole Bitcoin. And it's the access that Bitcoin gives you. Okay, that is really the incredible thing about Bitcoin is that it gives you access. It gives everyone access. The rich, the poor, the black, the white, you name it. Everyone has access to Bitcoin. That's a massive, massive difference between money that we had in the past and money that we're now going to have in the future. So when the rich, because the rich are buying Bitcoin, you better believe it, baby. The rich are buying Bitcoin. That's not an issue. Because you think, oh, well, the rich are going to own all this Bitcoin. How's that going to help the poor people? It does help the poor people. It does help the poor people. Okay. When the rich buy Bitcoin, that increases the price of Bitcoin. So if you've got Bitcoin, guess what? Your money's increasing, man. So go figure. The more Bitcoin the rich buy, which they're going to do, the more money the poor people are making. Okay? Now, because everyone has access to Bitcoin, that benefits the price. And so the price is benefiting from not only the rich gaining more and more Bitcoin, but obviously once poor people start buying little bits of Bitcoin, right, they'll see their value increase as well. That becomes a real savings account, a real sound money savings account. That's something that hasn't existed for decades. Okay? On top of that, the more people who adopt Bitcoin, the more security this is creating for the Bitcoin network. Okay? And the more security that is gained in the network, the more adoption, which then increases the price. So it's this circular effect. Now, Bitcoin will always be available for everyone. It cannot be. I mean, apart from the 21 million hard cap, the fact that it's available to everyone, I don't think people understand how significant this is. This is a monumental historical event that so many people just don't understand yet. This creates a level playing field for the wealth and prosperity of everyone. Okay? You fix the money and you fix the world. Bitcoin fixes this. Thanks for listening, everyone. Like if you haven't subscribed. See you in the next one. Cheers.